How's it going, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar. You are watching Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today, someone did not send Jess the memo that this is a Marvel show. I don't know why he's got a DC bullet logo. What is with you? I am joined, and he has a Batman chair on top of that. I am joined by these wonderful folks. We're going to be going over the Marvel Solicitations for April of 2026. So we get these early, and they will be out sometime, I think, in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks for everybody.
Next week.
So to my right, that way, is Dom of X. What's up, man? Happy New Year.
That's good. Happy New Year. Thank you for having me on. It's been a while since I've been one of these Marvel previews live streams, but I'm glad to be here, and I hope everybody is having a fantastic day so far. I am unfortunately now addicted to Tears of the Kingdom, and I even have my own to-do list for stuff I need to do in game, so hope you do.
That's amazing.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom?
Yes, indeed. I was lucky enough to have two amazing friends who teamed up to get me that video game as a Christmas gift. Completely unexpected, and I'm addicted.
Wow. That's the sequel to Breath of the Wild, right?
You are correct. It came out 2 years ago.
Good. Wow. You're young. You should be addicted to something. Oh, wait. Are we on the air?
Look, are you making up for the fact that Lars isn't here? Is that what you're trying to do? What are we doing here? Omnidog, what's up, buddy? How are you?
What's up? Thank you for inviting me. Nice to meet Chubby Ray, see Sean again, and of course my adopted son Dom. Good to see you, buddy.
When did that happen?
What? Oh, it always happens. He's so wholesome.
I got dibs on Dom. You have Jake. You get over to this. Okay.
That's right. Contract.
That's written in the contract.
He made me turn it off.
I did not. I don't care if it's on or off. You can turn it on. All right. And from the Comics Pals, making his return, Sean. What's up?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. Happy New Year to all. People, like to say New Year, new me. I like to say same old Sean. For better or worse, I am back, and I'm ready to talk about Marvel previews.
Awesome. And making his return is Chubby Ray, man. How
you doing, Omar?
Congratulations to Chubby Ray. Here we go. From Logan.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. It's pretty cool.
How are you, Chubby Ray?
Doing good. Doing very well. Yeah, and glad to be. I loved finding out how much money I was going to lose in March of 26. I'm excited about knowing how much I'm going to lose in April of 26.
Isn't
you
that
talk about addictions? Obviously, we all have addiction problems.
This
is nice to know in advance how much money I'll be losing in April. So
this is not the intervention you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
This is the opposite.
We only encourage it.
Yes. And I am the Uncanny Omar. And today we are going to be looking at the April solicitations for 2026. And these are books that are coming out in usually with solicitations for Omnis. They're about 3 or 4 months out. So if it's April, you're looking at August or September for some of these books. Trade paperbacks are a little bit sooner. They don't need to put those into the, I want to say it's just a couple of months for trade. So you're looking at maybe like June or July for some of the trade paperbacks. Maybe some even as early as May when looking at April solicitations. April solicitations mainly means the comic books, the single issues. Those are the books that are coming out. But with collected editions, they usually have to solicit those a lot sooner. There's a book in here that I was like, what? Eric Larson's writing this? I had no idea. Anyway, we'll talk about that here in a second.
The other day, Omar, I saw you wearing a suit the other day.
Yeah.
And I always get excited when I see Omar in his suits. And every year on the Tiger Eyes poll, this is one of my first picks in the Tiger Eyes poll every year. And you announced it made me so happy. I'm not going to say what it is, but you announced it the other day, and I was so ecstatic because it was my Tiger Eyes poll second pick.
Okay.
Of the Marvel poll last year.
What? Why can't you say
happy.
what it is if he announced it? I'm actually interested in what you love.
Yeah, I'm curious what it is.
It was. I'll give you a hint.
Was it Cosmic X-Men? The Benjamin Percy Ghost Rider?
I love Benjamin Percy's Ghost Rider.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
It is. It's been my number. It's right behind Fractions Iron Man on my Tiger Eyes poll pick.
Wow. I dug
was
it.
So ecstatic when you announced it. I did a video on it and everything. I'm talking about Omar was wearing a suit. I'm like a little kid. I'm like a little girl who just found out a new Barbie's coming. Oh, Taylor Swift Barbie's coming. That's how happy I was when you announced Benjamin Percy Ghost Rider. I was ecstatic.
Dude,
I love that series.
That's awesome. It makes me happy to see just everybody wants something different. Like I was more excited for the Danny Ketch Omnibus Volume 3 because that stuff has never been collected. I think we had an Epic collection, but not in this format, not in that reading order, and it just makes me so happy that we're getting that stuff. I mean, they're following through, and I'm sure one day we'll get Johnny Blaze for the people that want Johnny Blaze, or Robbie Reyes, for those fans. But for now, man, it's the Danny Ketch era. It's so good. Woo! What? There was another book that I announced that I was really happy with. What was it? It was on Tuesday. I think it went live. Was it an X-Men book? I know I put out there the Uncanny Omnibus Volume 6 and X Factor Volume 3, but on Tuesday I announced something else that made me happy as well. I can't remember what it was.
Marvel
You just
Cover
announced something really
Girls.
cool.
Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer. Thank
Silver
you.
The
Infinity
Thanos
Gauntlet.
one.
Yeah,
Infinity Gauntlet.
that was a book I wanted for years before. Like I remember when an Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus was coming out, I thought, wait, if I just hold on long enough, I bet they put a Silver Surfer Omnibus one day because we have that Silver Surfer classic stuff. This would be Volume 3. Like even back then, I was mapping it. Of course, I did not wait. I bought the damn thing, and I got the Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus, and it's had 3 printings now. But yeah, currently out of print, and then this is that era of Silver Surfer. It's really cool. So this is the Jim Starlin stuff, and then I'm hoping they'll do the Ron Marsh stuff later on. There'll probably be a couple more Omnis, but yeah.
Definitely be getting that.
My thoughts on DC Finest Batman. I know you're not a fan of the Golden Age Batman. I'm not, but I do love Red Skies. I thought that was excellent. That was one of my favorite reads last year. And I mean, you can't go wrong with The Killing Joke and other stories in Batman Year 1 and Year 2. Like the same book. That's amazing.
It's so bad that it ended up on Omar's Evergreen 3 short list when we did the Batman omnibuses.
Wait, what's so bad?
The Golden Age Batman. Volume
1. Yeah. Did nobody bring Golden Age Batman to that?
I think you were the only one who actually brought it up to the, and even Peter commended you for it.
Wow, I'm so brave.
For not bringing up Batman Year 2?
No, for bringing up Batman Golden Age for our Batman Evergreen.
I love
we needed Golden Age representation, and nobody brought it. Everybody wants the Scott Snyder stuff or whatever.
I didn't even put Scott Snyder on my short list, but you're the one over here yelling, like giving us the 85-year-old Geezer Clouds book, dude.
Those guys are actually need to be represented too, Dom. It's not just about the youth.
They do need representation. They don't know how to work the computer.
Everybody needs to be happy. Can you tell us how many more announcements are left? 1, 2, 3. I think 6 more books.
For what time period?
Before February. So Marvel and DC, by the way, are now doing solicitations. Or I'm sorry, their catalogs are going to go January to July, and then August to December. Both companies through PRH. So it's changed a little bit. It used to be August to January, and then for some reason there was a 5 months once. Yeah. I mean, the next Batman DC Fund is coming. Are you going to get it? Oh, yes, I'm stupid. Of course I'll get it. But I don't know if I'll super enjoy it. Dom's doing that. God bless him, and I wish him luck. And I'll be praying for him.
Thank
He
you.
does his overview of the Batman Golden Age.
Be praying for him.
He's a brave man. He's a brave man. And one more thing before we get started. If you missed out on it and you're super excited about the Reign of X Omnis and you are also going to pick up Dawn of X, but for some reason you missed up Dawn of X Omnibus Volume 1, that's coming back to print in April. Just the standard cover, though.
It's good news.
So that's for everybody that missed it. And it's not going to be a big print run, so just make sure, lock it in wherever you get your books. I hate for anyone to miss it, especially if you're watching my channel. I don't think I'm doing a good job if I can't get people to pre-order the books they want. But yeah, just in case you missed it, we'll be back in print.
I have a quick question. Is Fall of X and Rise of 10 Omnibus still in print?
Yes, one of the covers is.
Okay.
I think it
Might be the Mark Brooks one, the regular. I
Yeah.
think the regular
Maybe,
cover's still in print.
that's my
Okay.
favorite one. So yeah. I've already asked about X of Swords. I haven't heard back yet. I asked about X of Swords getting a reprint long before I even got to record that video. As soon as I saw the list, I had some suggestions, additions, and also, books I could reprint. I haven't heard back yet, so we will see. Curtis and I are going to announce the new epics
Next week on Thursday, right?
I think, yeah, I have it for next Thursday at 11:30 a.m. And if there's any confusion with books, like X-Men books, which, gosh, I have a lot of those questions. Peter and I are going to go through a lot of those questions next Friday. I think we settled for 6 p.m. Yeah, it will be, next Friday, the 23rd at 6 p.m. And then February 5th will be the epics for November and December. There you go. I don't know. I don't have that list with me. I don't think there's any. I think there's one or two. Maybe I think there's one reprint in that batch, but I can't recall what it is. Okay. Is everybody
Okay.
ready?
Let me
Sean,
see if I
any
can-
Let's do
any
it.
questions, Sean?
No.
Okay. No questions. Content choices for X Omnis are such a mess. Feels like no one making them has actually read the stories they're collecting. I mean, no, I don't agree with that. I do think that, we have options now. We have creator-centric books. We've got the anthology series. So they are mapping them accordingly, and they did take the suggestion of adding Juggernaut to the Dawn of X. If you're talking about the one book, which is the Kieran Gillen book, I know what you mean. But as far as like Way of X, that the only confusing thing about that is that they probably should have called it the, and I'll be talking more about this next Friday because I know this question gets brought up a lot. They probably should have called it the Cy Spurrier Omnibus because it is a creator-centric book. But yeah, I think the only one that they probably needed to add some things to were the Kieran Gillen stuff, which is the Sins of Sinister, and Immoral X-Men, and some of the stuff from the Axe. But other than that, they've done a really good. Those anthology series are solid. Creator-centric books are pretty good too.
It won't be long till
I do not work for Marvel at all. Do not believe Ryan's lies. He watches a lot of other dumb YouTube channels.
When are you going to do an updated reading order with all omnibuses for Krakoa era?
Ooh.
Look at, why don't I just ask this on Patreon? I'm sorry, Eddie.
Probably when we have more towards the end of the year, maybe in the beginning of next year. Yeah.
Ray, do you know how long it took me to edit that reading order video?
You didn't even have to film it. I had to film it. Man, it was a nightmare. But yeah, reading orders take a long time. I'm actually working on one. I was gonna surprise Dom. See what he's doing this weekend.
Surprise
Anyway,
me with more work.
let's go ahead and start with
Dun, da, 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 dun.
okay. Where'd you go? There it is. I'm going to make this just a little bigger. Marvel Fanfare Omnibus Volume 3, wrapping up the Marvel Fanfare era, collecting Marvel Fanfare 41 through 60. two covers, the Walter Simonson cover and this beautiful Dave. I thought it was Paul Smith at first. Dave Gibbons cover right here. This one is 792 pages, $100.
Different art style too from what I usually expect from Dave as well. I think that's probably what threw you off.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks a little bit more like Steve Dillon and Paul Smith.
Yeah,
I don't know, just different. And I've been reading a lot of the the 2000 AD stuff, where you see a lot of his early work. You can see a lot of similarities. I've already asked about that, and I have not heard, so I don't know. Odds are probably not adding the 6-issue minis from the 90s.
The Fanfare Omnibus is good.
That is a tough question to answer because it is very hit and miss, because it's legit an anthology, right? Each issue was 3 or 4 stories. Most of them don't continue, and it ranges. Now, what I've heard about, so Marvel Fanfare wasn't something that if it was X-Men, I'd get it. If it was X-Men on the cover, I was going to get it, but it was something that I didn't really, seek. I would get some that had pretty artwork, like some stuff by Arthur Adams or Paul Smith had a pinup. But what I've heard is that towards the end of this run is when it takes a little bit of a dip. That's what I've heard from people that were reading the stuff. And that's because they had used the idea of original stories had kind of ran dry. So then they started going back to stories that they had as a backup story. That's why you have like that Storm story that was stuck in a Marvel Fanfare that was originally supposed to be published in an issue of like Uncanny X-Men, or that Rogue. That's a very famous one that appears in the Uncanny X-Men. It's the one where Magneto still has his island. He's with Lee Forrester. So these were stories that were just put on a shelf in case people were running behind. So a lot of those ended up towards the end of this. So this will be the final volume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you know there's going to be a restock of Spectacular Spider-Man by JMD? It was out of print before it was even released. It was. I thought I had emailed them about that, asking them, and I didn't hear back. I've only heard about House and Powers Dawn of X, but I'll ask about that. Hope you're doing well, Samantha. Happy New Year. Harvey Picard. That name sounds familiar. I've heard of that guy too. Is he a comedian? Okay. X-Men Blue and Gold Blood Ties Omnibus. Boy, this one brought up a lot of questions and comments. Collecting Uncanny X-Men 307 to 314, Annual 18 X-Men 26 through 35, Annual number 2, Avengers 368 to 369, Avengers West Coast 101, Cable 6 and 6 through 8, X-Men Unlimited 3 through 5, X-Men The Wedding Album number 1, What If number 60, which is another one of the wedding What If stories, Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, which is the honeymoon issues 1 through 4, and X-Men Ashcan Edition number 1, 1,120 pages, $125.
I will be happily upgrading from my Cyclops and Phoenix oversized hardcover to this. I know that some people are miffed because of the Fatal Attractions double dipping, but as somebody who only has that oversized hardcover, this is going to be a definite day one buy for me.
This is practically volume 3 of the Blue and Gold. And Peter and I will go over some of this stuff next week if you all have questions. So that's next Friday at 6 p.m. Because I know there were a lot of questions, a lot of people upset. But Marvel did tell me that they are going to do a volume in between Blue and Gold Mutant Genesis and Blood Ties. I think that's what people needed to hear, was that there is a plan. Because, when you're purchasing these books for 100, now 125 to 150, you want to know if the story's going to be complete, or you need to go and get Fatal Attractions, but I also don't know when, right? It could be 2027, 2030. I don't know. So
are you sure you and
Fatal Attractions, go get it. What's up?
Are you sure you and Crisis don't need me on that show on Friday? A certified X-Men expert. Like, this book has
You know what, Jess?
the wedding of Cyclone and Skizix or whatever it is.
I'm gonna
Excuse me?
invite you because I know your ass will forget by tomorrow. You're gonna be invited.
I will definitely talk up the Dawn. The Krakoa era. I love that.
Cyclone. Shut up. Okay. Oh, Amazing Spider. I love this. The Jess expert.
Thank you, Mr. Tech.
Jexpert. No, wait. This is
Jexpert, great.
That is not me. That is Dom taking over the channel. I would never type that.
Jexpert. I love it.
Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells, Omnibus Volume 2. This is collecting Amazing Spider-Man 27 through 66. The Gang War First Strike #1 and material from Free Comic Book Day 2023, Spider-Man Venom. Free Comic Book Day 2024, Spider-Man Ultimate Universe and Web of Spider-Man #1. 832 pages, $100. Both covers available the same day.
I like that direct market cover a lot.
The Ed McGuinness one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Have you read this, Chubby Ray?
I have not read. No, this is before his Zeb Wells prior to divorce was great. After that stuff started coming down, the Heidi Gardner stuff, his work kind of, slacked a little bit. So I imagine this is good. So I'm really looking forward to this.
So you don't know about the Spider Goblin?
No, I don't.
Actually, no. All kidding aside, I think Sean likes this. Sean, you like this run, right?
I don't just like it. I love it.
Love it.
There
Love
were
it.
many weeks where, this book would come out and it was just pure joy for me. Like it was a really good feeling to be able to read these issues. And I know it gets a bad rap. Admittedly, I do not think that the gang war portion is the strongest portion, but this is one of my favorite runs on Spider-Man. I know there will be people who don't want to hear that, but I think the work was strong. I really do.
I love Gang War, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to it. I just started reading. I heard something Omar said about Brand New Day, and I just started diving into my Brand New Day omnibuses, and man, I'm loving Brand New Day. Really enjoying that first omnibus, and now that I got the second one, I'm going to tear into that. So,
Chubby
really-
Ray, how long have you been reading comics?
I started reading comics many years ago, but I was a big fan of the pre soft reboot Spider-Man. I know some people call it One More Day. I call it the soft reboot, but I liked pre reboot Spider-Man more than I liked the new. So I've been anti new Spider-Man, but I started reading it Brand New Day, and I love it. But I've been reading comics for a long time. But
here's the thing. Like, it makes me really happy that people like you and Jess are around, because it's really cool to see dudes that have been reading comics for many years get excited about new comics.
yeah.
Right? Usually, I remember, and I speak from experience, because when I worked at the comic book store, the older dudes that would come in there would refuse to read anything new. This is long before the internet was a thing. These are just dudes that would go to the comic book store and start talking about, how they haven't read Spider-Man since the 70s, how killing Gwen Stacy was a huge mistake. And, or even, what is it? Like, people that haven't, when Byrne left X-Men, I remember there was a guy that, did not read X-Men past Byrne leaving X-Men. So in my head, I was like, man, you missed out on, my favorite X-Men comics. But because, I guess you're staying true to who you are, you refuse to go and read any of that stuff. It's really cool that, people like you and Jess get excited about new things. And it's not just you guys. I met a lot of people, that love new stuff as much as they like the old stuff.
I love most new stuff more than most old stuff, to be honest. But but I see what you're talking about. There are some things like that. Why I hated we wouldn't even give the new Spider-Man a chance, and now I finally give it a chance, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So, but it took. You were doing a live show, and with Mel, and you said something, and I was like, you know what, I gotta read that, and I started reading. I was like, holy crap, this is really good, and it's nice. It's nice to no longer hate,
Yeah, it's nice not to longer hate.
Yes.
I wish more people were open minded, like when I was a kid, because man, those dudes were so jaded. Dude, Robin's Prime Rib, how you doing? Well, it's okay. She may not be dead.
Yeah, I agree with Ray. That I love discovering new comics from any period. I don't want to miss out on anything. I don't want to hate. I want to love. I want to love new comics, man. Let's go.
Dude, I just did an overview of the Astounding Wolfman compendium.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought of you.
Oh dear.
Speaking of loving new comics, I'm gonna do a new reader for my birthday of Astounding Wolfman and invite Jess on.
Woo! We'll totally come on for that.
X-Men, Age of Krakoa, Reign of X. And if you're just now getting here, I said that Dawn of X Volume 1 will be back in stock in April. So make sure you get it this time in case you missed it.
I have one nitpick about these, and it's not. Maybe it's just a little bit on the nose for the design. I really don't like that the DM covers don't have the same minimalist Tom Mueller design as the regular market covers for whatever reason.
I'm sorry, Dom. I don't know what to say about that. You mean they could have easily put this on top of Storm?
They did it for the
Magneto? Who did they do it for?
Well, no, the volume 2 for Dawn of X. The DM is the Kate Pride cover of Marauders 12, but it's not in the same minimalist design as the regular cover. There's just the I don't know. It's my OCD that thinks if you do it for the main thing, and it's one of these, we have all of the Mueller.
Dom, you're still young. Give that up.
No,
give up.
You
the
can't make me.
Give up the OC. I'm telling you now. 10 years from now, you're gonna look at your shelf, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, look at all like the logos are all over the place, and not just Marvel and DC. It's every publisher. They'll change things on you. Just when you get used to that DC bullet logo you got glowing behind your head, DC will be like, you know what, we need to switch that up again.
Do you know that that's actually the reasons why I never bought Triangle Omni Volume 1?
Because of the spine?
That should not stop you, Dom.
It should stop me. It should. I speak from somebody who has Criminal Deluxe's volumes 1 and 2 being the old printing, and then the new one,
the Icon,
brand new
Criminal.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
I still got Icon books on my shelf, bro.
Okay. We'll come back to this conversation. Reign of X Omnibus. This has the this has the content that I did announce, but it has been updated. So this does contain Sword 1 through 4, X-Men 16 through 19, X Factor 5 through 6, Hellion 7 through 8, New Mutants 14 through 17, Marauder 16 through 19, Excalibur 16 through 19, X-Force 15 through 19, Cable 7 through 9, Wolverine 8 through 10, and King and Black Marauders. And they also added Juggernaut 1 through 4, but they took away Children of the Atom 1 and 2. 1,000. I think it still has 1,080 pages, $125. Maybe they've added some pages.
So you're saying that this one is going to have Juggernaut, but Children of the Atom has been pushed to Volume 2, is what you're saying?
Which makes more sense, honestly, if you're going to put one. And I'm so glad they did, because Juggernaut was not part of the anthology series, but I always thought it needed. I mean, yes, Kane Marco is not a mutant, but it's Professor X's brother. He's been in the X-Men. Get him in there.
I will say this omnibus has my favorite Hickman material / story of any part of his 2.5, 3 year tenure on X-Men, and it's issues 18 through 19 of that X-Men 2019 ongoing, with the conclusion to the Children of the Vault Laura St. Darwin storyline.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that stuff is good. Oh man, and if you've never had a chance to read Hellions, now I know. Again, I'm going to go over this all next Friday, but if you are getting Dawn 1 and 2, you also need X of Swords in there. And X of Swords, as of right now, is out of print, both the trade paperback and the oversized hardcover. So I'm hoping that Marvel will reprint that OHC. I will ask again, and Juggernaut gets the X. Thank you, Tyler. You're good people.
I completely disagree with that, but I
wait. You disagree that Tyler's good people, or that Juggernaut
no,
gets
Tyler's great people. I disagree. He shouldn't. But
what? You don't think he should get the X pass?
No, I don't.
Like if Jess was having a party and he invited us, you don't think you'd get the pass? Like you don't think you'd be invited to his Krakoa style party that he's having?
If Jess were having a party, I would think I would be invited, but that's because we're all ilk, we're all kin, we're all people.
Mm-hmm.
Juggernaut is not of the people.
He's not of the. He was in the X-Men for a while.
He's not a mutant.
I can't wait to have his party, Sean.
Wow, Sean,
awesome, dude.
Oh my gosh!
I bet you throw a rager.
You sound like
take this comment up so we can see you get upset.
I'm just shocked. Sean sounds like the bigots in X-Men. He ain't one of us.
He's not.
What?
This era was all about bigotry. Are you kidding me? The X-Men were exclusionary for the first time, and I was all about it.
They had a gala, man.
They were only allowed to visitation.
Oh man! All right, we're gonna come back to this one too. Okay, really quick, Dom. Collecting Conan Omnis across 3 publishers will kill that OCD part of your really quick.
That's why you don't collect every single Conan Omni.
No, and the Phenomenal AC agrees with you. No humans on my island. All right, you bigots. Right. We'll come back to that. Star Wars Dark Droids Omnibus. This is collecting the last part of this Star Wars era with Dark Droids 1 through 5, the D Squad 1 through 4, Star Wars 37 through 50, Star Wars Bounty Hunters 37 through 42, Star Wars Darth Vader 37 through 50, Star Wars Dr. Aphra 35 through 40, and Star Wars Revelations, the one shot, and the free comic book day 2024 Star Wars. 1,320 pages, $150. And both covers available the same day. The stuff in here that is double dipping is just the Dr. Aphra stuff. Nothing else has been collected in omnibus format. This follows the Hidden Empire omnibus. Really, the only thing from this era that has not been collected in oversized format is the beginning. If we could get like a prelude to the War of the Bounty Hunters omnibus that collects bounty hunters and it collects Star Wars and Vader and Dr. Aphra, man, that would be killer.
This was.
That's not what Sean's saying.
I'll have that. I'll have spicy seasoning at my party, though.
I know you will. That's why I'm so excited to go. Well, one of the many reasons.
Absolutely.
Yes. What were you gonna say, Dom? Were you gonna say something?
I wasn't. I thought
I
Sean
think it was
the one
Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, what were you gonna say, buddy?
Well, I was gonna say that this was right when I think I started to fall off with the Star Wars stuff. This was some of the tail end of like what I felt was still good. In particular, Dr. Aphra at this point was one of my favorite Marvel books in general. And the Dark Droids story was interesting. I was compelled by it. So this is still solid Star Wars.
Yeah, I like this. I'm also a huge fan of the Bounty Hunters comic. I thought that comic was so good, and sadly it ended. Like, I think this was the first one to get canceled. Like, well, I guess it came to an end because they're like, we're wrapping up this era of Star Wars. Right. We're moving on to something else. But it broke my heart because I was like, oh man, I really wanted it to continue, and I was like, hey, 42 issues. That's an omnibus.
Who was writing Vader at this particular?
That was Greg Pak.
Okay, so this
Greg
was
Pak.
still good too. This was still good too.
Yeah, because it's the let me get Curtis in here. It added a character from the prequel trilogy that I thought, oh, this actually works, man. This is really cool. Curtis, welcome to the party, buddy.
Hey, Curtis.
Well, hello everyone. How are you today?
Hello, Curtis.
Before you ask anything else and before you say anything else, how do you feel about the Juggernaut? Is he a mutant, or is he invited to the cookout? Can he stay and party with us in Krakoa, or is he, nah, man, get out?
Well, I mean, the answer to that is to both of those questions is yes, he is not a mutant, and he is also invited to the cookout. Like that seems to be the way. But no, I mean his powers are not. He was not born with those, right? They come from the crystal.
Yeah.
I bet it'd be
So-
fun to cook out.
Yeah. It's okay to have human friends at the cookout,
I
Sean.
disagree.
What about all the like? What about when like Beast was dating Trish? What if they got
That was
married?
cool, but she had to go home. The only
Put that woman out the island because she's human?
she got a pass. Yeah, the only human that I would have invited to the cookout and let stay was Moira McTaggart. But guess what?
Boy, you're a
She's
bad
not
judge of
human.
character.
No, Moira McTaggart is an amazing person. Don't start with me.
With Carol Danvers.
Your takes today.
Yeah.
What
Carol
about
can come.
what about like Captain Britain and Megan and all the rest of Excalibur?
No,
Half of
no,
that team wasn't
can
even
leave.
mutants.
They can leave after.
Man,
They're welcome to visit. You get a pass.
welcome to visit, but you can't stay here. Wow,
Yeah, you got to
okay.
go home after.
Man,
Portals.
Star Wars Poe Dameron Omnibus.
Well, that's what they said to Franklin Richards, right? They
That
could.
is indeed, yeah.
No,
Exactly.
that's what
Wait,
Dan
no.
Slott said to Franklin Richards. I did not. All right. This
Danny boy.
is the Poe Dameron series, collecting issues 1 through 31 and annuals 1 and 2. 792 pages, $100. And this was actually supposed to, I remember I was supposed to announce this in 2023. And then they decided to wait. And now it's coming in September of 2026. So yeah, that's how far along sometimes things get changed. Sometimes things get taken out of the announcements and replaced by something else.
Man, there's nothing I'm not getting. Good Lord.
Chubby Ray, you
I'm
might
getting it
be-
all.
I've heard good things about the Poe Dameron series.
It's one of the most wanted modern Star Wars comics to be collected in omnibus format. Ain't nobody forgot about Stevie Hunter. Just don't put her in the same room with Kitty Pryde, then. Anyway, Ultimate Black Panther by Brian Hill, Destiny and Destruction. I believe this is the finale.
This is
Ultimate-
indeed the finale of Ultimate Black Panther.
No news on She-Hulk by John Byrne omnibus reprint. So so we're looking at the end of a lot of these Ultimate series then, because the next one up is Ultimate Spider-Man by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 4. One last day. Collecting Ultimate Spider-Man 19 through 24, 176 pages, $19.99.
Are
If I
they
may-
really going to get rid of Ultimate Spider-Man?
Allegedly.
Wow.
Everything's ending, man. It's the end of an
Wow.
era. If I may also interject, apparently Marco Cacchetto hasn't been doing well for the last couple of months, which is why the final issue of USM got delayed to very early February, if my mind recalls correctly. But I hope he's recovering well, and I hope that he is having a good year so far.
I hope so too. Let me get a couple questions. Ultimate Spider. Oh, Tyler. Those are some thoughts. We need to get Tyler back. We need to get Tyler back on the Evergreen so I could yell at him to his face. It feels wrong yelling to a puppet. Omar, did X-Men Age of Krakoa by Kieran Gillen omnibus mapping get updated? I haven't heard back. Anything on OG Ultimate Spider-Man Omni 2? No, nothing yet. And yeah, I picked your comment as soon as Dom was talking about how sick Marco Cacchetto was. That was bad timing there.
Well played.
One more day after the previous last day, and I'm all here for it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that like button. And oh man, I so want to renew your vows omnibus. I love that series. So good.
Omar,
Ultimate
they're what-
Spider-Man fell off after issue 15. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 ain't bad.
Yeah.
What did you rate the other ones before? 10 out of 10?
That's a good grade. I'd read
Doug
that.
already coming in with the any news on Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 7.
What
Dude,
about
I
volume 8? Come
I
on.
just announced 6. Man, can you imagine people's minds would blow up if I announce Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 9. We're skipping 7 and 8. Woo! I'll never hear the end of that. Battleworld trade paperback. This is by Christos Gage and Marcos Toe. collecting Battleworld 1 through 5. Legit, both of these creators, I love their stuff. Very underrated. Although Mark Costello was on an X title for a while, he was on Excalibur for a while,
And he was on X-Force.
Yeah, he's done a lot of. Well, he was on Excalibur for a while. He
did Shang-Chi.
He's done some flagship books. Christos Gage, for some reason, man, I don't know why he never blew up. Like, I always thought he was a great writer. And I know the joke is that, whenever Dan Slott was running into deadlines, he'd always call his buddy Christos Gage up to finish out the run for him, which is funny enough what happened a lot of times in like the pages of Mighty Avengers. And what was
Although the reverse happened on the first Spider-Man video game produced by Insomniac.
Is that where they became friends?
Well, no, it's where Christos Gage headed a good amount of the story, but then Slott was the one who assisted.
Omar.
Yes, boss.
So your thoughts on Christos Gage? I want to ask you a question because I've always felt he was in that spot of like, he's a really good hand. He's a writer who you can go to and will.
Is he a mutant or not a mutant?
That's
Don't
not
ask
even his doctor to know. That I don't know that yet. But if he weren't, he would not be invited to my cookout. But
wow,
everything he writes is solid.
Yes.
But when he was given the ball, and the rare few times that he was given like a premier book, do you think that he nailed it to the point where his name should be held in a higher regard, where he should be given bigger opportunities?
Well, unfortunately, what happened is that whenever he was on a book, it was either coming to an end,
right?
Like the editors knew the book was ending, and they were like, "Hey, we need to give this to somebody else." Mike Carey's leaving X-Men Legacy. Somebody needs to come in and wrap it up. Oh, Christos Gage, he's not doing anything. And I think that's kind of become the joke with him, too. Like, he admits it. I mentioned Mighty Avengers. That went on for a while, but even though after Dan Slott was, like, known to leave the book because they're going to revamp it for a new era of Avengers, what was it called? The Heroic Age. They gave it to Gage. So I don't think he was ever given a title that was like, hey, here's your Spider-Man. Like, he did fill in issues for Spider-Man, but it wasn't like, here's Uncanny X-Men. Like, you have it for a year. Unfortunately, that never happened with him. But I thought everything he did was great. Like I said, he's very underrated. Like, I thought he was a really good writer that for some reason never really blew up the way I thought he would. Because he reminds me a lot of like Jeremy Adams in their like writing style, and that guy kind of blew up. And I think it's still.
Oh, Jeremy Adams is great.
Yeah, and it's still blowing up.
That's an interesting comparison.
I'd say it to both their faces, Sean, and they both come to my cookout and stay the night if they want. I would not let either one of them sleep because both of them are New Warriors fans. All three of us be staying up telling stories about the New Warriors.
We have New Warriors propaganda.
What is wrong with you, Don? This is not Omni Dog's vault. This is near mint condition.
You're always welcome on my channel, Dom.
There he is trying to steal away my help again. Marvel Zombies, Red Band.
Wow, Dom is the help.
I didn't say that.
Holy shit! That's what Omar said.
Okay, I said it. That was he's paid. He's paid.
That was a slip.
Don't turn this around on me, Sean.
Wow. I don't know, Dom.
All right. Marvel Zombies, Red Band, Death Story. This is written by Ethan S. Parker and Griffin Sheridan. Jan Bazaldua is the artist, and this is collecting Marvel Zombies Red Band 1 through 5. And $17.99. Did they do a Marvel Zombies Red Band? Yeah, they did. No. Red Band. I got it mistaken with the Black, White, and Blood. They did do a Marvel Zombies. Yes, the NNMC stands for New Warriors. That's right. Thank you.
Warrior. The W in Warriors is lowercase, just for anybody who's listening out there.
Thank you for that, Dom. And another Red Band, Punisher. Dude, that Werewolf by Night Red Band was so fun. I don't know if y'all read that or not. It was was it Jason Liu's the writer on it. But anyway, it's like, man, just have Jack tear up anything he wants to. and he does. There's like no one said from Jack Russell, humans, dinosaurs, whatever. It was a lot of fun. I dug it. Thank you. That's right, Nick. Dozens of us, baby. Dozens. We do not count Snowflake and Safe Space as New Warriors. Thank you very much. That book never came out. You know why? Because of people like you, Foxtastic. So,
He is on a tear today between the cookouts and the New Warriors. Oh my god!
I want to get out of the way for him. Sending some shots.
I am excited to read this. Punisher Red Band Brain Bleed. This is collecting the Red Band Punisher 1 through 5 by Benjamin Percy and Julius Ota. 120 pages, $17.99.
Oh, I enjoyed this. Yeah, I was not supposed to buy Red Band books as per a ban that was put on to me by my community. But I broke the ban. See, there you go. I broke the Red Band ban to read this one, and it did not disappoint.
Because you're a Punisher fan, or because of Percy?
A combination of those two factors, and being a fan of Julius Ota. I think the total package worked out really well. I've been waiting for a return to form for Punisher. I didn't like that deviation we got with that other random dude they made the Punisher. I like that the skull is back. This is the presentation I want, and Benjamin Percy understands this character and what Punisher fans want from their Punisher stories.
I'm starting to see a connection between your hatred of the Juggernaut and your love for Frank Castle. A little bit here.
Well, one of them is.
I'm not going to jump to any conclusions, but
one of them is a persecutor and murderer of mutants, and the other is a murderer of gang members. So I'm going to write.
I don't know if you know what that means. Those shells are on the wrong side.
What about gang member mutants?
They could go too.
That's the Children of the Atom.
This is Doug's comment here is what is he's such a dichotomy.
I love Doug, man.
I do too. He's a great
but he is right. I think the bullets are on there should be on his side, right?
Yeah, but Doug goes out and just rescues dogs and cats on a daily basis. He's like a hero, and then it's scary. Who the hell knows that the shells are on the wrong side of an Uzi? Crazy town, man.
Doug, for the record, I am not the one calling you out. If you're going to go after anybody, it is Omni Dog's fault. Once again,
Doug's great.
It's forever, Omar. I hate that I even had to read that stupid super chat. I hate that character. Not Penance from Generation X, mind you. We are talking about Penance, what they did to Speedball.
I love that.
James, I have that? Take that out of context and tell the Monet Hive that Omar hates their favorite character.
I don't have a gif of the Godfather. Look how they massacred my boy. That's what they did to freaking Speedball, man.
Penance was badass.
Shut up, Sean. Like, I can't hold it in anymore. You're just trolling.
I'm actually not. That came out when I was 16 years old, and I thought Penance was the coolest character.
Oh, that was your emo phase. You're so edgy.
Whatever, dude. Penance was the man.
What is wrong with you and Tyler? Man, no wonder you two are friends.
We're the same age, almost.
Thoughts on Werewolf by Night Red Band? I'm on the fence. Dude, I dug it. I thought it was a lot of fun. If you're a fan of the new Werewolf by Night, what is his name? Jake Lopez. Is it Lopez? I think something like that. He shows up in it too. But there's a surprising character, like a surprise character that shows up from the 90s Ghost Rider that I was like, oh, that's the story we're telling. That's pretty cool. And it's not Deathwatch. Deathwatch is in it, and so does the Hood. Like, it's Deathwatch and the Hood teaming up to trying to find the Darkhold. I thought it was a lot of fun.
In what book?
The Werewolf by Night Red Band.
Oh, that's right. You talked about it earlier and said you loved it.
I can't believe there's fans of Penance. Shut up, Ryan. I don't even want to read your dumb comments. Down Queens, the OG, edgy heartthrob. I feel like I lose freaking IQ points every time I read Ryan's comments. All right. We are looking at Spider-Man 94, The Return by J.M. DeMatteis and Tim Tao. Nick Bradshaw does the cover. This is a continuation, right, Curtis?
Yep.
I feel like you would know this. Of the cartoon. So if you're a big fan of the cartoon, This is the continuation written by J.M. DeMatteis. And I really do
The
miss.
big mystery at the end of the cartoon is that Mary Jane is missing, and it was revealed that that the Mary Jane in at least the last season, I don't know when it changed, but it was a clone, and they ended the series on a cliffhanger of Spider-Man just going off into a vortex to go look for her in the Spider-Verse, and we never got a conclusion to that. So this comic is telling that story.
So I read the first.
You leave leave Nick Bradshaw alone. I love his artwork. Go ahead, Sean. What are we gonna say?
I read the first 2 issues of this, I think, or it might have been the first 3. And the J.M. DeMatteis scripts were excellent, and they felt perfect for this era. Like if you were a fan of the show, the scripts, the dialogue, all feel ripped from the show. Unfortunately, the art doesn't look like it does on this cover, which is gorgeous.
Well, apparently that's a good thing for some people.
Yeah, the facial work in the interiors is not great, and it actually kind of.
Oh, you're talking about this.
Yeah, yeah. It soured me on the book to the point where I had to drop it. But again, the scripts are really good.
Why didn't they go with somebody that had more of a cartoony look to his art? Right? There's several artists that could probably pull that off.
Totally.
I don't know. Spider-Man and Wolverine. I thought that was Craven with a man bun for a second. Dude, okay. Spider-Man and Wolverine Volume 2, Life and Death Choices. Mark Guggenheim, Gerardo Sandoval, and Carrie Andrews are the artists, collecting Spider-Man and Wolverine 6 through 10, 112 pages, $15.99. I read the first volume. I liked it. Carrie Andrews did it. But this time around, Gerardo Sandoval is helping out with the art. Are you all fans of Carrie Andrews? What do you all think about Carrie Andrews?
I think he's one of the most unique, exciting artists in comics. I buy everything he does.
Everything. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very versatile, and it's been neat to see his style change dramatically over the years. Like really, he's kind of a chameleon in that he can do whatever style is needed for whatever project he's on.
All I know is Spider-Man has a Nightwing butt in that photo.
Yeah, he heard the sales of Nightwings were up, and he's like, I got this. Hold my beer. Carrie Andrews, like, I remember, man, the stuff that he was doing in the, what was that? It was a maxi series of Tangled Web, was just so different than Spider-Man Reign and so different than this.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
he's got a range, dude. Like, it's crazy.
And then didn't he have an Iron Fist? There was an Iron Fist series, I think, that he had done.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. Just mind-blowing visually.
Yeah, I over the years, I've really come to enjoy his artwork. Don't know. My wife might argue with this one. This is wrong. Hey, you Mexican Gwen Stacy. Y'all leave Mexican Gwen Stacy alone. Do I still have her gift? Let me see if I still have that gift. Gosh dang it, who took my gifts down? All right.
Sorry.
Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3. This is continuing the Joe Kelly run. This is collecting the Amazing Spider-Man 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 21, and then amazing material from Amazing Spider-Man 11, 160 pages, $19.99. Joe Kelly, John Romita Jr., Ed McGuinness, and the cover is by Patrick Gleason. That first trade paperback, I don't know if you all have read it, was really good. And I'm here as someone that does not like Joe Kelly's Deadpool. I think I'm in the minority. I know people love it. They think it's hilarious. It never clicked with me. But that first Amazing Spider-Man by Joe Kelly, Volume 1, was really good. Like, I don't know how the rest of the series is. I don't know how Volume 2 is. I haven't read it. I don't know how this volume is. But that first one was surprising. Like, it surprised me how good it was.
I'm really enjoying this run still. I thought the first volume was excellent. But now that we've transitioned into a space where Hellgate has attacked and now Peter's in space, and so Norman is acting as Spider-Man on Earth. All of that stuff sounds bad. Like when I read that that's where Spider-Man was going, I was like, wow, that sucks. But actually, it's a very interesting exploration of Norman's character. And then the Spider-Man in space stuff, which is drawn by Pepe Larraz, is all really beautiful and excellent. This volume sticks to the Earthbound story following Norman, and it's got some excellent Ed McGuinness in it. I can't sing the praises enough. I don't think it's enough to turn the tide for people who have been down on Spider-Man for years, but I do really enjoy it.
Yeah, and what is Patrick Gleason doing, man? Like
He's still got a Marvel exclusive. He just only does variant covers.
Man,
Nowadays.
They need to put him on a book. He was so good. I mean, he was co-writing stories with Peter Tomasi at DC. I'm surprised they never gave him a home. Yeah, I know that. Well, he did Amazing Spider-Man for a little bit, right? During
he did the Last Remains arc during Spencer's run.
Spencer's run, yeah.
Right, he did some one-offs in Zeb Wells' run, like the Hellfire Gala tie-in issue. He hasn't done much more than that, unfortunately.
Man, like the guy's so good. I don't know if Spider-Man is really where he belongs. Put him in a Century series. Spider-Man Noir, the Gwen Stacy affair. This is the book that's written by Eric Larson. I didn't know he was writing a Marvel book.
He is
Andrea Picardo's the artist with Marika Cresta. And this is collecting Spider-Man Noir 1 through 5, 120 pages, $17.99.
What I will say about, because I have read some issues of this book, because a friend of mine who reads Spider-Man Noir asked me if my thoughts were on it before he dived in. If you guys like 60s Spider-Man in a 1930s flair, I think you'll get some enjoyment out of this one. The tone feels a little bit different, I think, from what you usually expect out of Spider-Man Noir books, as little as there are.
Quinn Stacy's having an affair. I was like, somebody didn't read Sin's Past. That still hurts to say.
Eek.
Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts. We're adding Guts to this Treasury edition that is coming out in September. This is collecting Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts. 1 through 4, 136 pages, $29.99. So there will be more of the Treasury editions, and the next one is the Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts. So I assume it's got everybody, including Hitmonkey. Did not expect that. Huh.
I am surprised in the title that the ands are different. One is the actual symbol, and then the other one is spelled out in words.
You're funny, Dom.
I'm sorry. It's just something I noticed.
Didn't Chris Gage do an early Spider-Man Noir series? He did, and so did David Hine. I think David Hine. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We've got some love for the comics pals over there. And unpopular opinion, I'm enjoying Venom more than Spider-Man at the moment, but I'm loving the Peter Parker issues. Okay, I read that first 10 issues of All New Venom, and even though the freaking internet, thanks a lot, internet, spoiled who All New Venom was for me, that book was a lot of fun.
I'm still reading it.
And it's it continues.
I have no idea. I have no idea who All New Venom is. Thank God.
Okay, good. Don't worry. Don't look at the chat. Don't look at Sean in the eyes. He will tell you.
Oh God.
Are you reading because it went back to the legacy number of 250, right? Is that what you're talking about? Are you currently reading it? Is it still as good?
I got the trade paperback.
Trade. Yeah. Well, I was wondering if Samantha was reading the new stuff that Al Ewing is working on. Because I think he's still continuing to write those stories. Mm-hmm. Star Wars: The New Republic by Alex Segura and Phil Noto and Pete Woods and Luke Ross. Look at that freaking talent. Collecting Star Wars 1 through 10. Free Comic Book Day 2025. Star Wars, 240 pages, $29.99. Okay. So in the new Star Wars era, is this post Return of the Jedi?
It's post Return of the Jedi.
What's that?
It's post Return of the Jedi.
Okay, and then there's also a book that's post episode 7, right? It's the one that features the bounty hunter that's going after them. So are they taking, my question is, are the Star Wars books taking places at different times, different eras? Is that what they're doing with Star Wars?
There's one book on Kylo Ren that takes place in a different time than the.
That's a good book too. Yeah, that's a really good book. Okay. I do like Alex Segura, and I know people love Phil Noto. I'm a huge fan of Pete Woods and Luke Ross. So that's some hella talent.
What I'm actually disappointed though, Omar, in this specific, if you want to even call it ongoing, is that they're cutting it off after the 10 issues.
What about the spine?
You mean it's like it's over?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, with just the 10.
Huh. I haven't heard anything about new gallery editions. I have been asking. Yeah, I dig the Kylo Ren book. I think it's great, man. And I'm not even the biggest fan of Kylo Ren. I just think it's awesome. What is it?
Legacy
Vader, right? Yeah. So 10 issues. I wonder why it's over. So what does that mean? And there's also the Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent. This is a miniseries collecting the 5-issue miniseries, and Cherish Shen, Gabriel Guzman are some of the creators here. Wait, or is this an ongoing series? Because this is a bold new direction for Dr. Aphra.
I believe that's also a limited series.
To 5 or 10?
Just 5.
Okay. And the this is a Wills Portacio cover, it looks like. The Undead Iron Fist by Jason Liu, who wrote that Werewolf by Night. And Chris Claremont. Wait a second. What is this? Frank Terry, Elisa Wong, penciled by Fran Galan, Elena Casagrande, Lan Medina, Wills Portacio. And it is Wills Portacio doing the cover. So this is collecting the Undead Iron Fist 1 through 4 and the 50th anniversary special number 1, 128 pages, $17.99. I wish I knew what was happening with Star Wars. I wonder what's going on with the ongoing series. I was excited to see where they go, because that Kylo Ren book is also, I think, coming to an end. But that went past issue 10, I believe. Bring on the bad guys. Man, that's an awesome cover. That's Lee Bermejo. Didn't recognize it. This is collecting Bring on the Bad Guys, Doom, Green Goblin, Abomination, Loki, Red Skull, Dormammu, and Mephisto. 192 pages, $24.99. That's a classic book, but this is a new era. So this is the 2025 stuff by people like Mark Guggenheim, Anthony Oliveria, Stephanie Phillips. The cover is awesome. And X-Men From the Ashes. So there's an event called From the Ashes during the From the Ashes era?
This was just the Infinity or the from the Marvel Unlimited online subs. Yeah, this is just
gotcha. Okay. So
TPV.
Alex Pacnadel. This is Xavier's Secret, Demons and Death, Tooth and Claw, and The Undertow.
I really enjoyed the Gene and Scott story in here. But anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. $19.99. And the cover's by Martin Kokolo. And, Curtis, it's your moment to shine. You've been waiting all day. Doing okay. We still need to go back to this Juggernaut nonsense, though, but we're doing okay outside.
We're worried about Justice Party.
All right, what do we got here, Curtis?
Well, just before we jump into the epics, can we say that we are going to have another epic announcement on February the 5th? Just so all of you can, I see you asking in the chat, a bunch of you. We're going to do November and December.
Are you asking me? Because I feel like you just answered your question. We're doing this backwards?
That's true. I'm just going to just put it right out there.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding, man. I told them earlier. Go ahead.
I know.
Take it away.
So this is New Avengers Modern Era Epic Collection, Volume 4, Secret Invasion. And just more of the Brian Michael Bendis run. The other volumes in this series have been exactly the same as the previous New Avengers by Bendis complete collections, and I think this one's the same thing. All of these volumes get titles that are the big events that are happening at the time, but they dance around the actual miniseries and just kind of tell the tales of the tie-ins. So this one I have to make my screen a little bit bigger to see. What is it? New Avengers 38 to 54 plus Secret Invasion Dark Reign. 480 pages, $55.
Yes, sir. I'm continuing your Annihilation.
Yeah, volume 3. We were wondering if we would get more Annihilation epics, and here they are. Annihilation Conquest Prologue, Conquest Quasar 1 to 4, Conquest Star-Lord 1 to 4, and Annihilation Saga. This is not quite the whole series, so there will be it doesn't have the actual. Was there an actual Conquest miniseries? Yeah, there was. Right? And these are the tie-ins, so I'm assuming that'll be in the next volume.
It's just like Annihilation miniseries. Well, at this point,
right, a bunch of miniseries, and then the main series is a little bit.
Yeah, wouldn't Conquest be Epic Volume 4? If we're going for the mapping of this?
Yeah, but where's
probably
Nova?
That'll probably be in the next volume as well. This is a small epic collection. You can see it's 272 pages.
You need Wraith, you need Nova, and then Annihilation Conquest. That Annihilation Conquest Star-Lord, that's the beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy, as we know.
Love it.
Very nice.
Why are you holding up Darkhawk?
Isn't this where he appears and knocks me out of the trilogy?
No, he appears in the War of the Kings.
Oh, darn it.
That's okay. You leave Chris alone. You shouldn't even own that toy. Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom Volume 2, Revolution in Latveria. This is another compilation book that has many issues from Fantastic Four and Submariner and Thor and Hulk, and even a couple from Hero for Hire. The main draw of this one is the material from Astonishing Tales 1 to 8, which are Doctor Doom solo stories, kind of his first solo series. And the rest of it is covered in other epic collections, unfortunately. But for those of you Doctor Doom enthusiasts, there it is, 488 pages. And the Micronauts, the original Marvel Years, New Voyages. This is Volume 5, the last volume of this series, which collects the entire New Voyages series, which only ran for 20 issues. This one was by Peter B. Gillis. And a lot of people say that this is not the best follow-up to the previous series, but it still has some great moments in it.
I was having a one-on-one with one of my Patreons, and he was telling me how his dad was friends with Peter B. Gillis. Like, they went to school together. And I thought, man, that was a name that, not a lot of people know wrote comics. And I remember him from this and his run on Eternals. And he did a lot of what ifs, but, he never really had like a big run on something. And this is it. This is it. Your final Micronauts. Marvel said, no more Conan. We're going to wrap these up. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 13. Nothing Can Stop the Juggernaut. Amazing Spider-Man 224 to 241 and Annual 16. The beginning of the Roger Stern run. And a lot of people have been waiting for this volume because this is one of the most notable volumes or runs in Spider-Man's classic period, especially because of the introduction of the Hobgoblin. 496 pages. This one's a nice thick one.
Need to point out this amazing this username.
And that dark avatar.
Peter B. Gillis, he did some Strange Tales, and then that 90s Doctor Strange. He ended up passing away a couple years back. Okay, that's the end. Oh, it makes me so sad. No, Mighty Marvel Masterworks. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Marvel Fanfare Omnibus Volume 3, the X-Men Blue and Gold Blood Ties Omnibus, the Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells Omnibus Volume 2, the Reign of X Omnibus Volume 1, aka X-Men Age of Krakoa Volume 3, but you still need X of Swords in between Dawn and this.
And House of X before Volume 1.
Correct. And 50 years of X-Men before all that. Star Wars Dark Droids Omnibus and Star Wars Poe Dameron Omnibus. And we have Ultimate Black Panther by Brian Hill Volume 4. This is the final volume. The Ultimate Spider-Man by Jonathan Hickman Volume 4, also the final volume. The Battleworld trade paperback. And Marvel Zombies Red Band Death Story. The Punisher Red Band Brain Bleed. And the Spider-Man 94 The Return. The Spider-Man and Wolverine Volume 2 trade paperback Life and Death Choices. The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3. And Spider-Man Noir The Gwen Stacy Affair. The Marvel Black, White, Blood and Guts Treasury Edition. Star Wars New Republic, which apparently is the whole series. The Dr. Aphra, Chaos Agent, also the whole series. I do like that cover. That's a solid cover. The Undead Iron Fist. Bring on the Bad Guys with this badass cover by Lee Bermejo. And the X-Men from the Ashes trade paperback. What's happening in the chat? New Avengers Modern Era Epic Collection Volume 4, the Annihilation Modern Era Epic Collection Volume 3, and Doctor Doom Epic Collection Volume 2, Micronauts Volume 5, wrapping up the Micronauts, and the beginning of the Uncle Raj run on Spidey, Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 13. Nothing can stop who, Sean?
The Juggernaut.
Not even Sean's bigotry. All right, we're going to go back to the very beginning here. Sean, take it from the top. What are you most excited for? Anybody watching, what are you most excited for from this Solicitations?
My brother, there's only one answer for me. It is that New Avengers Epic. That is my era of comics. It's that Bendis stuff that still to this day gets me excited. Just look at that cover. Secret Invasion. Who can you trust? Not the Juggernaut, not Omar, but you can trust Brian Michael Bendis to deliver great comics. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Dom, what about you, buddy? What are you most excited for?
Probably the Reign of X Omnibus Volume 1. I am just happy to be upgrading from my singles to all of those issues that are in it.
Okay. Jess.
Sorry, I was just looking up who Penance was. They put him through some stuff.
It's a horrible character. Anyway.
I'm sorry, the Star Wars. Oh, Poe Dameron. That sounds really interesting, and I love Phil Notto's art. Did he only do the cover? Oh no,
he did some of the internal artwork.
Yeah. His Krakoa stuff I thought was dazzling. So I'm gonna get this because I like the writers and I love the artist. So
okay. Ray, what about you? You said you had a lot. What would you?
Yeah, I'm not seeing much. I'm not gonna get. I like Zeb Wells Volume 3 of the Wells. That's before Heidi Gardner ruined his life and he had a little fall or whatever he was doing. But and I like the direct market cover, by the way. I'm ordering that in advance of direct market cover because I have a feeling that one will. I think that cover is going to be gone soon. So I will pre-order that and make sure that I get that. And also the Star Wars. The Poe Dameron looks good, especially.
Poe Dameron book. Okay.
Yeah.
Curtis, what epic are you most excited for, buddy?
Definitely that Spider-Man one. I have read maybe half of that volume before, just in bits and pieces. So it'll be great to go through the whole thing. Yeah, that one for sure. And also, I'm looking forward to all of these epic collections. They all look really, really great.
Man,
Maybe not Doctor Doom.
is it because you already have it in other epic formats?
I do, and in fact, I bought the only Marvel Masterworks I own is Marvel Rarities because I wanted those Doctor Doom stories, and so I have all of the content already, but I'll sell off that Marvel Rarities to somebody who wants it.
That is the pick, Samantha. You're right. I should read Power. Oh yeah, if you haven't read Powers and you like Bendis, absolutely go and read that. I'm gonna pick Dark Droids. I really like this era. Awesome. Yeah, I really like this era of Star Wars, and it's a shame that we probably won't get a Bounty Hunters omnibus. But I'm hoping they'll do like a prelude to the War of the Bounty Hunters, so we can get those early issues collected. That would be awesome.
Notice big Juggernaut fan Omar not choosing the Juggernaut book.
It's not about being a fan of the Juggernaut. It's about equality. You know, treating people equally is what I'm about, man.
Yeah. At my barbecue, he is going to have a separate bathroom.
See, segregation. Even at Jess's cookout.
Wait. Who is going to have a separate bathroom? You better clarify that right now.
Juggernaut.
Okay. Oh, I thought
segregation.
Woo. Y'all are wild. Okay, what's everybody most excited for in the chat? I think
so you really like this Dark Droids book then?
Dude, it's good. I like it. I like it. Something is taking over technology in the galaxy, and now all the droids are turning on everybody, including C-3PO and R2. Plus, you got what's his name, BD1 and Triple O. Mm-hmm. The murder droids are back. Yeah, I really like this.
Do I need anything before that?
Yeah, you need all the Omnis before this.
Thank you very little.
No, just know that this is, taking place between Empire and Return. We at the end of the day, this will lead directly into Return of the Jedi, right? So you know where that movie starts.
Can I point out our sickness? I'm seeing the modern epic Brian Michael Bendis, New Avengers, and I'm trying to convince myself that it's not okay to quadruple dip.
It's not.
Because
quadruple dip?
Yeah, because I have the regular paperback. I have the big orange Brian Michael Bendis Avengers complete collection. Yeah. I have the omnibuses. I have the Secret Invasion omnibus. And now I'm thinking, well, I really need that modern epic. I got to stop.
Because you never know when you're going to let somebody borrow a book, right?
It's very disturbing.
Your buddy in New York named Sean, you might let him borrow something and, might not make its way back. And then,
you never know when my brother shows up. Like my brother showed up to my house for Christmas, and I'm missing a bunch of Batman paperbacks.
You never know. All right, we got here Spider-Man Noir. Reign of X is my number one. As long as we get word that there will be an X of Swords OHC reprint at some point. X-Men Blue and Gold Omnibus Volume 2. You mean 3, Warren. Gosh dang it, Warren. You can't even get that right. 3. Warren, 3. J2. Nobody remembers J2. X-Men Blue and Gold Blood Ties. Any upcoming reprints for Perez's Wonder Woman 1 and 2? I am not at liberty to say what's coming out to print from DC. But as soon as it hits a catalog, we can announce it. That's kind of like
there better be a Legion in that.
Yeah. So Dom will be up at 3:00 in the morning if it's dropped into the catalog at 3:00.
That's true.
Videos. We're already ready. We got the content, and we're ready to roll, man. Reign of X and those Ultimate Collections.
Dom, you should wear a suit, by the way.
If Omar will pay me to get one, man, I don't have many of those.
I'll get you a bow tie.
You're
just
the
a bow tie.
You're not getting paid. You're not getting suit money. You're the help.
Hey, you know, Sean.
Remember who said that?
Butt out. You're about to get disinvited from this cookout.
Whoa! What happened to equality? Now you're keeping the black man out.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that bullshit.
It's equality until you
Where-
say stupid crap. Yeah.
Where's Jesse Jackson?
Sean, if you can fund me a suit, I will happily wear
Why
one.
are we buying Dom a suit? I need to have a
Come work
conversation
for
with his
me.
mom and dad.
I'll
Reign
get
of
you
X,
comics
Blue and
bucks.
Cold, New Avengers, all 6 Omnis for me. Reign of X, Spider-Man by Zeb Wells, and
Oh, yeah.
Annihilation Epic. Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection 13, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot
All the
to-
Noir stuff. Blue and Gold, Reign of X for me. I'd invite the Juggernaut to the cookout. You damn right, Richard.
I
you
can't
would.
wait to have a beer with Juggernaut.
Yeah, Colossus tried and got his butt whooped. I should want Blue and Gold too. Well, it's 3, so don't worry about that, Logan. But I don't think it's worth upgrading from the OHCs for a couple of issues. And what's going to happen is when 2 comes out, 3 will be out of print. You're going to be like, man, I should have upgraded. Is the second Dr. Aphra Omni getting a reprint, or is it out of print? Oh, wait. I forgot. Second one came out a couple of years ago. I haven't heard if it's getting a reprint. Omar, any reprint? I've answered this question already, but make sure you subscribe to the channel as soon as the breaking news goes out. Definitely Reign of X for me. I didn't pick X-Men, not this time. I'm more excited about. I really like that era of Star Wars. Plus, it's my goodbye to the bounty hunters. That series was great. What about Strong Guy? Order another. Oh yeah, Strong Guy's a mutant. Just not at Justice House. The Avengers Modern Era Epic Collection.
I'm not dipping a toe back in that conversation.
Yeah, you need to step back, dude. Blood ties. I'm with Warren. No one's with Warren. Not even his family's with Warren.
Dang.
When is the next breaking news? Sunday or Saturday if you're on Patreon. Triple dipping on X-Man fan is its own normal. Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Rodman's Prime Ribs knows what's up, man. We are stupid. Micronauts. Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells 2, the direct market pre-order. I really hope Marvel either includes the entire. Yeah, that is the question. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Either they take out all of 8 deaths or include the whole thing. But I hope they make a decision.
I would bet that if they ever do make an Amazing Spider-Man by Joe Kelly omnibus, that the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man will probably be slipped in there somewhere.
Oh yeah. Tuxedo T. Nah, I'm gonna get Dom. Guess what he's getting for his birthday this year, Sean? It's your fault.
That's
Can
No, do not give me a suit for my birthday.
No, don't get too happy. It's a T-shirt that has a bow tie. Is Star Wars Legacy Omnibus still releasing early this year? Long wait for this one. Yes, it is. I got one more Star Wars Omnibus announcement to make too. Omar's True Colors finally come out. Only one book I'll be buying in this solicit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, look at you.
Only one book I'm not buying in this list.
I'm curious what Blue and Gold Volume 4 is going to be called. Probably something like Legion Quest, something that leads into the Age of Apocalypse, right? I can't think of another storyline that was taking place at that time. That Phalanx Covenant, right? Maybe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Phalanx Covenant? Yeah, Phalanx Covenant. Let's do it. Calling it now. Can you tell Marvel to reprint Excalibur Epic Volume 1? We are bringing back the polls soon. Peter and I are working on that together. We actually have a schedule.
Oh, love the polls.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but man, it's a lot of fun, and we're going to keep doing them. Hey, Omar, do you think we'll ever get a reprint of Daredevil by Soul Omnibus? You better vote for it again with all your heart. You better go tell your mom to vote. You better go tell your auntie to vote. Ryan, your neighbors. Just get
Day talked me out of selling this book.
Who talked you out of it?
Day.
Oh, don't sell it, man.
Well, that's what he said. They were going to give me 3 bills on eBay for it, but then he said I wouldn't have it, and that made more sense.
That's right. No Super Pro Omnibus. I'll announce that with Fabian Niciesa. Should I try to sell my still wrapped wedding OHC to fund Blue and Gold 3, or will there be a way to collect the extra material from Blue and Gold Volume 3? I really don't know. I never give anybody advice whether what to sell or not, though. I learned a long time ago not to sell anything until the replacement is in my hand. and it was something that happened. It was DC Comics. I ended up getting rid of like my trade paperbacks of a book that they announced. I think it was an Absolute, and it never came. And I've shared the same story with Promethea. I refused to get the Absolute Promethea books because I knew one day we would get the Immateria collection from DC. It is 8 years now, and I'm still waiting for that book. It's a good thing they reprinted the Absolutes. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm a firm believer in that, but everybody's different. Might buy Blue and Gold 3 and Reign of X1, but depends on Marvel reprinting X of Swords and Blue and Gold 2. Well, I have the answer for one of them. Blue and Gold 2 will be coming. I just don't know when. Hey, Warren is a fellow DeFalco and Thor. What? He is? Okay. Warren's back in the... He's invited back to the cookout, I guess. He can go home with Sean, though.
Oh, what? See, you have some things to explain.
Actually, you mean Amazing Spider-Man by Joe Kelly?
No, I'm going to retort back to that because Amazing was never in the front of that name, John. So this would be a completely different line of Spider-Man omnis that they would be putting out.
Nerd War. You know, Marvel announced X-Men Blue and Gold 3 before 2. Do I know? No, but my guess is probably just like everybody else's that they just recently reprinted the Fatal Attractions Omnibus. So, you know, probably waiting for that to sell out. That's it, I think. Thank you, Doug. We love making them. Thunderbolts Red Omni is very low in stock. Dude, get that now. I don't think that will make it in the top 50. I will accept that, replied Dom. Well played. Look at that, John. I don't think I've ever heard him say that to me.
Thank
Ever.
you. Thank you.
What the hell, man?
I can retire now.
Is Warren a fan of the Falco and Friends MC2 universe? I don't know. Warren's usually everything I love, he hates. Man, he loves Bendis. Like, loves Bendis.
And he loves Penance.
Nobody loves Penance.
Me and him and Tyler, dude.
Okay, all three of you can start a penance petition to bring that character into an omnibus format.
And
did you like the Thunderbolts too? When Penance was part of the Thunderbolts? Oh, of course you did.
That was incredible. I'm going to start a petition for that, and because you are not allowing black people to the cookout.
Whoa! Okay, where did that come from?
Wow.
Way to escalate this conversation. What are you talking about? Where did that come from?
The petition.
I'm gonna call some friends right now. Put them on FaceTime just to show you, Sean.
Black friends. Your big defense is that you have black friends.
You take things out of context. I'm talking about friends. I didn't say none about color.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Ryan, you are not helping. You need to shut up. I will give you credit when you deserve it, Omar, not holding my breath. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, John. I'm not gonna click on that. Oh my God, Omar is probably one of those. Yes, I'm one of those. You know that I love DCSS Thunderbolts. They're so good, man. So good. I love like it. You know, music, DCSS tops. Ellis. No, thank you. But the people love that stuff, though. I wasn't a fan of that stuff. I think they missed the whole point of what the Thunderbolts were. But I did like, what's his name? Not Christos Gage. Jeff Parker's run on it. Christos Gage was on Thunderbolts. Again, kind of in between when Andy Diggle left. They were like, oh, man, we need somebody to take over the book. Let's get Jeff Parker. Oh, but we got like 12 issues somebody needs to do before Jeff Parker can take over. Get Christos Gage on the phone.
It's crazy that Christos Gage was the fill-in guy for Jeff to get to Jeff Parker's run, which I know Jeff Parker kind of had a thing at that time. But
yeah, he was big at that time. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Richard. I never bothered asking the panel how they're doing. Are you guys well?
You know you don't care.
Yeah. I'm not. It's not for me. It's Richard wants to know if you're doing well.
Thank you for asking, Richard.
You know, that's the last thing on my mind. I wonder how Sean's doing this morning.
I do want to say, breaking kayfabe for a moment, I do want to say thank you to Omar for sending me a beautiful care package.
You got it.
yes, for Christmas. Thank you.
You don't
so
do.
much.
You don't got to do that. You don't got to do that.
No, I do have to do it because
Did you get the
not
script?
everyone-
You better be read that script right now.
not everyone knows how generous Omar is behind the scenes. So thank you for that.
Yeah, all you going to get them tuxedo shirts. All of you.
Especially Dom when he makes that Legion announcement.
I'm making a Legion announcement.
I'm just hoping. No, I'm
Are
just
you-
hoping.
Oh, that's why
Put
you
it out there in the universe and hope.
That's where you're trying to manifest. Okay.
I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to manifest some Legion of Superheroes omnibuses.
Here's
Chubby
here's
Ray
what I will
likes you.
say, Chubby Ray. I will ask my dad if he can feather out a suit or two for me. So when those videos do drop, I get less people in the comments asking me, "Well, why do you never wear suits?" Asking a guy who's broke to buy these $500 clothing items that I cannot even come close to affording.
I'm just saying, when I see Omar in a suit, it makes my day.
Thank you.
I'm just,
You're
is it too much to ask that the DC announcements don't also make my day?
Whenever they tell us we can do them officially, of course. Dom, where are you getting $500 suits, man? I'm gonna take, man. Me and you, I'm gonna fly out there. We're gonna go to Goodwill. Me and you.
Yeah,
We're gonna get some
Goodwill.
nice suits,
You need to
son.
thrift that suit.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
I only get.
We're gonna go thrift shopping. We're gonna make you look good for under $10.
I'll
Stream that.
You know what? If I can find what I wore to prom senior year, I will start wearing those for our announcements. Okay, whoever's watching, you have my promise on that.
Was it a suit?
It was definitely a suit.
Do they still
powder
make
blue.
leisure suits? They still make those? That's what I'm gonna get Dom. The leisure suits.
Leisure
suits.
suit.
I'm pretty sure that I went to Men's Warehouse when I got my suit, but
Oh, that's the problem, man. It's $500 right there. You know, I actually did a Patreon thing on this. Omar's only on this in a suit from the waist up. I stood up and I showed everybody that I'm a dang pro, man. I wear the whole thing. I don't half butt it.
I've got a lot of dress pants that I do. I have like 6 or 7. Oh,
Did
gosh.
not know we were going to be talking about wardrobe.
Omar.
Because Sean isn't invited to the cookout, will he be invited to the Patreon AMA? Well, I didn't want to bother Sean on New Year's Eve because I figured he'd be a busy guy going out and partying and stuff. That's when I did my last one. But sure, he's invited. Of course he is. When is it?
Definitely want to get on there, especially if Maddie and Tina are going to be on there. We have things. to
Oh, I
talk
need to
about.
text Maddie. I told her I would let her know. I've had a lot of ties, man. I've had a lot of ties. I recently got a $208 suit for a college prom, and it's awesome. First time wearing something that expensive. That's awesome, dude. I remember the first suit I had to go to a dance. My mom and dad, like, we had to legit. We went to Goodwill, right? And it looked like a 1970s like disco suit. Now, I was so embarrassed because it was the 8th grade. Yeah, and I was so embarrassed to wear it. And my dad's like, "Look, man, just pretend like you're cool, like you own that floor." And most people aren't gonna notice. And yeah, nobody even said anything. Maybe behind my back they all talked about me, but yeah, nobody said anything, man. What's up, Omnibo?
Omnibo.
Man. You look like John Wick. That's what's up, dude. Ties to Marvel and DC, Dark Horse and Image. Yes.
Can you?
I like that. Yes, please.
Yeah. Could you?
Yeah. What do you need?
Richard at 409 has a question about ecstatics, and I know that Omni's out of print.
Omar and Jess, I'm looking into getting the Ecstatics Omni. How would you and the panel rank the Omni on a scale of 1 to 5? That's a great question.
Yeah.
My answer would be, I think a 4. It's dude. It starts off a 5 though. It starts off strong. Takes a little bit of a dip, and by the time it's over, it's kind of a little played out. The joke is a little played out, but I still loved it. I thought it was different. It was like nothing else we were getting in the X titles at the time. So I think a 4. This is pretty fair. Probably higher than a lot of others. What about you, Jess?
I love that book. I'll give it a 4.5. I thought it
Okay.
was Peter Milligan at his best, Michael Allred at his best, and Laura Allred. And I know I'm a fanboy for those two, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't know what the price is on it now, so I'd be careful, but maybe read it on Marvel Unlimited if it's there.
Yeah, to see if it's your cup of tea for sure, because that
Yeah.
that type of humor and that type of art is not for everybody, which is crazy, but it's true.
And it's the introduction of Dupe.
It is, and there's
So
only
it has
one
to-
person that can talk to Dupe and understand Dupe.
What?
It's
Oh,
awesome.
Okay.
You go, girl. I do love you, go, girl.
Yeah. Matt,
what-
what's up?
What about you, Sean? Have you read Ecstatics?
I have not actually.
Okay. Dom, you read Ecstatics?
I have indeed
X-Force?
read all of Ecstatics, including the 2 limited series that came out during the Krakoa era. I think I'm like you. I'll probably also give it a 4. One of the stories in that book still tears my heart to this day.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of unfair moments. Unfair, like, oh come on.
Like right in the beginning.
I'm gonna. Who was it that was asking Richard? There's okay to kind of give you an idea of the kind of humor in here, in the book. Peter Milligan wanted to use Princess Diana as one of the characters after she was killed, and Marvel editors were like, "That might be a little too much." So you'll see pictures like Mike Allred. I think it's in the extras too. Like you'll see pictures of Princess Diana as one of the characters, and then eventually that character got changed out to I think somebody just generic princess or something like that. But it was supposed to be Princess Diana. But that's the type of humor.
We tried when I was making the Marvel Art of Michael Allred book, we wanted to put those Princess Di pictures in there, and we put them in our layout. And Michael wrote about it as well in his introduction, and we had to take them all out. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, no, they're just like this was a real respected person. We just need to be careful here, you know.
Ray, have you read it, buddy?
I have not. I'm with Sean. I haven't read it.
Sounds like it's time for a reprint then.
But knowing that Dom was heartbroken, now I want to read it.
Yeah, it's amazing because it's completely irreverent and hilarious, but then it goes into some really moving places as well. Like it spans the gamut, and I think Allred's artwork is perfect for that because when you need to be serious, his style can be serious, and when you need it to be goofy, his style can be goofy also. So it works both ways, and it's quite good. It's a great series.
I agree with that, Curtis. I also love how Marvel, I think, recognized that the X-Force series that Milligan and Allred were on was definitely not the usual, we're going to blow your brains out, have some odd missions type of X-Force, and gave Ecstatics his own book. I think that was pretty cool of Marvel to do.
That was always a rumor, right? Why they had to change those names. Like why Cable became Soldier X, why X-Force became Ecstatics, and why what was the other book that Deadpool became Agent X. That was the rumor back then, that apparently they were done paying royalties for the names. But I don't know if that's true or not. I will say that book legit cracked me up like twice. I did not see it coming because they're setting up a villain, and then when the villain is revealed who it is, I was like, this is so stupid, but it worked. Oh man, loved it.
Within the first quarter of the book, something major happens. I'm not going to say what it is, and I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen something like that in a comic. And it was like, I don't know if this is what Dom was heartbroken about, but I was heartbroken about it. And it's early on, which is
I know. There are characters you get attached to that, you know, it's not fair. Like it sucks. But overall, it's a really, really great series. Yeah. I love hyping up a book that is out of print. I'm so sorry to people that are like, oh, that sounds really good. Let's see how, oh my God, it's out of print.
I had an argument with a friend over this 4 years ago, but if Marvel were to say reprint that omnibus and expand it with the added ecstatic series that were published a couple of years ago. Do you think that they could do that and bump the price up to like 150, or do you think that's way out of their wheelhouse and just to expect they'll just reprint the old one?
The page count is big though, right?
It is, yeah. That's why I'm asking. Like, is it possible to even do something like that, or no?
Hello. Okay.
Okay, love you. Not you, Dom. I love you too, but Melanie called. My daughter had her wisdom teeth cut out today. She's checking.
Ice cream time.
Well, what do you think I was doing before I came into the live stream? I was out to get ice cream for her. I don't know. I think maybe, they've done things like that before. I'm hoping DC now does things like that where they add pages, bump up the price. I know it ticks off some people. I get it. I know. But I also want, people to have the best possible collection of something too, especially if it's been expanded. Somebody was asking one of the most important questions I've never been asked before. Omar, what happened to Darkhawk after War of Kings? Thank you for that. Well, he was popular enough to get a toy. Let me see. If I can remember, after War Kings, he was in Avengers Arena. Chris showed up in Avengers Arena. A little bit changed, a little bit different, because it was something about the Death Locket. And then he was in this, oh gosh, what was it called? The Infinity Countdown, I think.
I believe you're right.
When did they get rid of Chris? Then there was the new guy.
Well, there was always a couple, right? There was like Portal. Then they found out that there's a whole Order of Talons, and that's kind of how he got looped into the whole Realm of the Kings thing.
The one that Higgins wrote was.
Yeah, that was a different character.
Different.
It was different. It wasn't Chris. It wasn't Paul. It was a.
I want to say the last time I saw his character was in, I think, Guardians of the Galaxy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he popped up in Donny Cates's run.
Yeah, because he was part. Yeah, he was part at the very beginning. He was at the very beginning of Donny Cates' run, and I think that's the last we saw of Darkhawk. And please correct me if I'm wrong.
I think, because the new one is completely. I mean, the new Darkhawk isn't the same one that we had in Avengers Arena, Infinity Countdown, etc.
Ooh, the important questions being asked: chocolate or vanilla ice cream? Curtis.
I mean, I guess it would be vanilla, even if, because I like putting different toppings on them, and toppings don't often work with chocolate, in my opinion, but or depending on what they are. There you go.
Okay, I forgot about that one time.
Oh yeah,
DC exclusively does it with the Super Sons. Jess, chocolate
ice cream.
Yes,
I like
ice cream.
What? Okay. I just want to say why I have this toy. I got angry at this toy after War of Kings, and I repeatedly on air dunked him in root beer, and then my power started glitching. Every 10 seconds.
Don't mess with Darkhawk, baby.
Totally. He guards my router now.
We need an epic.
Yes, look at Chubby Ray pulling out the classics.
We need an epic, Omar. Come on.
Wow. We need an omnibus or
the greatest. An omnibus would be. Oh my God, be even great.
I'll take a compendium. Jess, did you answer vanilla or chocolate? Come on.
I like a really good vanilla.
Vanilla. All right, Dom.
As my camera dies, let's see. If you would have asked me before I went to San Francisco's Ghirardelli, I would have said vanilla. And then I had one of their chocolate ice creams. So now I'm going to say chocolate. And this was 15 years ago.
Good choice.
Great. Sean.
I agree.
I cannot answer this because I am allergic to dairy, which means that I cannot have ice cream.
Oh, that's right.
Like any
what's your favorite celery, Sean?
Any kind. My favorite celery?
Yeah, what's your favorite celery? Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh goodness. I wish I could have some chocolate, but no can do.
Man, I'm sorry, dude. That's awful.
It's okay. Better me than other people.
I know what you won't be bringing to the cookout.
Well, I mean, wait, can you cook ice cream?
Yeah, I guess.
You can
I
deep
mean,
fry it. I've
Yeah,
had
you
that.
can deep fry it. They do it at the state fairs.
Chubby, what about you, vanilla?
When I was
or-
600 pounds, I would have had both. Now I stick to like vanilla.
Yo, did you say 600 pounds?
I used to weigh like almost 600 pounds.
Wow.
Dude, you are tiny.
And I started working out in 2019.
Look
I
at you,
invented the name Chubby Ray so people would stop calling me morbidly obese Raymond. You know what I mean? I had to do something. So I created the nice little cute
Wow.
name.
That
But
is
now-
an
now-
amazing
now-
accomplishment.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's huge, man. That's awesome.
It is
You
indeed
kept
epic.
it off. My gosh.
Yeah. But now it's just vanilla.
Just vanilla. Yeah, same vanilla.
With my daughter's trying to talk me into switching to gelato.
Gelato vanilla.
I think that's healthier for you, maybe. I don't know. Let me get these questions really quick about the. Forgive my ignorance. Don't it's no stupid questions here. Unless they come from Sean or Jess. Forgive my ignorance,
Wow.
but do reprints ever get an announcement? Yes,
Yeah.
they do. They do. I would love to see a volume 1 of Amazing Spider-Man or Uncanny. The voting polls open up we're opening up as early as February. I think, Curtis, you got that email, right? That Peter sent out about the epics. I think we're going to kick it off with epics first and then move on to Marvel Omnis reprints and then most wanted Marvel Omnis and then move on to DC Omnis and absolute reprints and then most wanted DC Omnis. It's a lot of fun. So
Those are my
thank you all.
favorite shows that you guys do every year. Love
Oh
them.
man, they're a blast. They're a blast. I couldn't imagine a better group.
It's fun to argue with Lars every single time on the.
Oh my God, Lars! I wish he was here so I could just make fun of him. Have we had your favorite announcement yet, Omar? Or are we still waiting on that one? Well, I mean, there's a few that I really liked, like the Silver Surfer Infinity Gauntlet. I thought that was a good one. Uncanny X-Men 6, although nowadays it's so different because we have Mutant Massacre. X Factor 3. There is one more that will be announced in February, I think, when I get to it. When I actually have to email Marvel my schedule to see if we can work together before they hit the catalog. But yeah, there's one that I'm really excited for. I think the last one I'm saving is the one that most people are going to be excited about, which is why I'm saving it to last. But the one before that, or two before that, is one that I've been wanting myself for a while. I hope that answered the question about. What about sorbet, John? Can you do that?
I've never heard of that. I don't even know what it is until this moment. So
Yeah, it's without milk, so you don't need any dairy.
wow, no, I never heard of it, but I'll look into it.
Where and how do we vote? You come back here. We'll kick it off. We do a video. We'll do a live stream where we kick off and we go over all the books that are out of print. And then in that video, I will announce where you can go and vote. It'll be open for usually like 8 to 10 days, give or take. Sometimes it's 7 days. And that link will be shared everywhere, whether you're watching the video or whether you're on our social media. And I think they take it to Reddit, they take it to Facebook groups because it is very important. Yeah,
Indeed.
Please,
And
man.
Omar will always, at least during the live streams, will tell you when it goes live. You will be watching, and then he
love
will
those polls.
Yeah.
run to the polls, and then you go vote, and then you come back in about a couple of weeks or so, and then we talk about the results.
Curtis, you have an X-Men board game that you've never invited me to play with you. What is this? Is it the 90s board game that came out? I think I had that. Oh, he's muted.
Apparently, you're not invited to his cookout.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I had. You're muted, by the way. There you go.
Okay, I got this for Christmas. My brother got this for Christmas, and it's I was talking about this on my live stream 2 days ago, and it's neat because it has a whole bunch of really cool figures. These are your playing pieces.
Yeah, those are cool,
Baby.
Those
man.
from the 90s, so they all have kind of the 90s look to them.
Oh
I don't know if you can't see that very well.
Havoc.
Wow.
And,
Silver Surfer.
Is
Have
Jeff
Jeff
Garland
guess the name of
included?
the character.
Multiple
it's
man.
hard to see, but anyway, they're but and it has all of these cards. I was talking about this because I'm doing the X-Men reading club. We're reading through the Claremont run on my all of my channels here, and then these villain cards that they have in here are all villains from the Claremont run.
Oh,
And I know they're not all like they're used beyond there, but then like Moses
Moses
Magnum,
Magnum. If you
and
read that classic X-Men, you know Apocalypse
Yeah.
Game is.
Wendigo.
exactly Fire Lord when he fights Dark Phoenix.
I love that Claremont is
Velasco,
claiming the Wendigo, even though the Wendigo is a real thing. Oh, the Dark Phoenix, though. Wait, what does this mean?
Archon.
The Dark Phoenix, what?
It said the Dark Phoenix saga, and
That's
then
not a
here, this
villain.
is my favorite one right here.
Oh, Garrock. Yeah, I love that
Garrick
dude.
the Petrified Man.
Yeah.
Like this might be the only time that Garrick the Petrified Man shows up in any sort of licensed merch for X-Men, but it's pretty
He'll
cool.
get a toy.
So,
He'll get a
the
toy.
game itself is like not that great of a game, but these little cards are pretty cool.
I used to have that. My brothers and I used to have that when we were kids, and I remember trying to play it, but for us it was more about reading the cards and collecting the little figures. My brother trying to paint them and ruining one, so I bopped him in the head. I'm like, dude, you're not allowed to paint any more of my figures. Now he's awesome, dude. Like he is a true artist. Like he gifted me a Final Fantasy VI Terra on the big mech that she has. Like it's a big statue he painted. It's amazing. Does it have the Juggernaut? It does have the Juggernaut.
We did flip through it and saw it.
Yep, Juggernaut was there.
Look at that Uncanny 6 on my shelf. It's a double dip for me, but it's gonna be so cool seeing the numbered series continuing. Plus, it'll have the letter pages, right? And it has Spider-Man versus Wolverine. It's got the Marvel. Was it Marvel Comics Presents in there too? Oh, and the Mephisto, which I was hoping they'd go ahead and throw in 1 and 2 in there too. And that era. Nostalgia is great. I have it somewhere. Yeah, I've got it. That I remember getting that in what was the other board game? Heroes Quest. Y'all remember Heroes Quest? Happened. Yes. I don't know about anyone else, but I did. I don't think my friends liked it as much as I did. I think they were
Did people like it and it's just Omar?
Just me. And that's all that matters.
Hmm.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not. It's not one of the most well liked eras. But it's crazy just how fast time flies. When I was a kid, the Outback era to me lasted for decades. In reality, it lasted just as long as the Krakoa era. And that's nuts. Because to me, the Krakoa era just started and it's over. But when you're a kid, man, time just moves so much different. It's crazy. But I remember, the Outback era. I'm like, man, we're never going to get out of this era. This is so awesome. Yeah.
I read that. I remember liking it, especially the transport guy they introduced.
Gateway.
Gateway. Yeah. Traveler. Gateway. Whatever.
Gateway, aka if you're in Krakoa, the guy who can help you get a portal if you're stuck in danger.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they brought everybody back in Krakoa, even freaking Maggot. Maggot. I was glad to see people like kids like WizKid showing up in Krakoa.
And Sword, yeah.
That was really cool, man. I love seeing stuff like that.
I will also say to anybody who might be a fan of WizKid, man, you are going to love Al Ewing's Sword and X-Men.
Yes.
If you are flipping through either the Al Ewing Omni or those anthology Omnis, man, they're going to be in a blast with Al Ewing's Cosmic Saga of X-Men.
Scott Lobdell said he would create a throwaway character time to time as a joke to see if Toy Biz would make a toy, as they would milk that license for every penny, and they did. Yeah, I remember there was who was the purple dude from X-Force? Krull?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy, they made one of him. Killjoy? Oh man, that was a cool Quesada one that was Senyaka. That dude had a cool design. Nobody knows who that is. I think that dude didn't even get the invite to Krakoa. Like, nobody knows what happened to these characters, right? They just look cool for the time.
I'm I'm looking at these figurines, and yeah, Omar's 100% right. I can't believe they actually made these.
Clip that. And you all know StreamYard does that now. I can just say clip that, and it will clip it for you.
Amazing.
It will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They started that, I think, this new update.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. This is a great question. All right, well, this is the last question. I'm curious what everybody else thinks. Rank these events. These are all X-Men events.
Oh,
Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, Inferno. So these are the big three. This is the first three X-Men events. You want to go from best to worst or best to least like? Because they're all good.
I love all these books. What the frick, man?
I do too. This is hard. But I'm going to let Sean go first. Sean, have you read these three? Have you read these three?
No, you got to count me out of this. I cannot.
Sean, you ain't read the Mutant Massacre?
He can
I
blind
haven't-
rank it.
I blind rank it. All right, let's go. So I've read. I have read Inferno, so I'm gonna put that at the bottom.
This is original Inferno. What?
I know.
You
Then
put
I'm gonna put it at the bottom. Then I'm gonna go with Fall of the Mutants and then Mutant Massacre. That's my ranking.
Okay. Interesting. Dom, you've read all these. What do you think?
I have indeed. Inject. I'll put Inferno number 1. Inject the Havoc Maddie story in my veins. I live off of that soap opera nonsense. So we're gonna put Inferno number 1. Mutant Massacre 2. Fall of the Mutants 3.
Okay. Jess, do you remember any of these?
Honestly, I only remember Inferno,
Okay.
which I love because of magic. So I have to say I can't rank the other two. I just loved Inferno. I still
so
put through it.
one Inferno. Curtis. Do it.
I'd also put Inferno up there, and then Fall of the Mutants I would put at the bottom. Even though it's just not my favorite of the three. The other two are so much better.
Okay. Ray.
It got to be Inferno. I just got Inferno, the prologue, or the prelude to Inferno. So I just got that omnibus. I've really been excited about it. I have the prelogue, Inferno. Now I need the epilogue.
Yeah,
So-
there's no such thing.
Is that didn't they do something like that?
No, they did so Inferno, and then they have X-Men by Jim Lee and Chris Claremont on it as
Oh,
well.
okay. Well, good.
People
Well, I
are
have-
hoping they give us an epilogue, which would be cool. That would include those issues of X Factor that will be in X Factor Classic 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of double dipping.
I was very happy to get. I was happy to get the prologue. So
For me, that funny story that actually happened while we were live. Because I announced the Inferno omnibus, and I told David that Peter's like I was like, people still want because he was in the live stream. I was like, people still want the prologue, and he was like, what is that? And I went to get it off my shelf, and I'm like, this book, and he was like, oh, that's right, yeah, we made that, and I'm like, we need it reprinted to go with Inferno, and he was like, okay, and that's kind of how it happened back then. I was like, man, that's so crazy. So that's how we got Inferno prologue into an omnibus. For me, dude, Fall of the Mutants is my favorite. I love Fall of the Mutants. It's so good. Like the things that were happening in the New Mutants and death, like with Apocalypse, and then of course the X-Men, their sacrifice. Number 1, all day, every day. 2 is Mutant Massacre. It's a classic, and 3 is Inferno. And I love Inferno. I love Inferno. I think it's great. None of these are bad, by the way. I love all of these. But just a little bit more is Fall of the Mutants, then Mutant Massacre, and then Inferno. And that, as they say, is that. All right. Sean, where can people find you, my brother?
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This has been an incredible stream. Make sure you smash the like button before you get out of here. I can be found on the Comics Pals YouTube channel. I'll be live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, reviewing this week's comics, including DCKO number 3, which has everybody in a tizzy. I cannot wait to talk about that and all the other excellent books. And then I'll be live once again Saturday at 10:15 a.m. Eastern, live interviewing Jeff Lemire about his newly announced series, Fury
Cool.
of Firestorm.
Nice.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. What about you, Dom? Where can people find you, my brother?
You can find me on this channel tomorrow morning, where we will probably be talking about some
DC?
cool DC books as per our new stream rules day. You can also find me on my YouTube channel, where sometime this weekend I will have one of those other comic releases updates for all of the creator-owned non-Big Two books over the last couple of months that I have failed to address just because of time. And then, of course, comicreleases.com, where next week you will be able to find these put out in public. Should be on Thursday.
Really quick, I need to talk about this thing for a second. I'll make sure to say hi to Junji Ito for you, Omar. You know, these two fools, Jess, Alex, and Matt, I met with them yesterday, and they're like, oh, man, you're never going to believe who's going to be in our neck of the woods. And I'm like, who? And they were both like, they couldn't even say the man's name. They were like, Junjo Ito, we got tickets to go see him. And I'm like, you guys got tickets to go see Junji Ito, and you ain't never read a damn book by him. And they were like, yeah, man, we're going to get his autograph. And I'm like, and I even told my daughter who was sitting next to me, I'm like, these two fools are going to go see Junjo Ito. They can't even say his name. Oh, man, I've never been so jealous. I was like, I hate both of you so much. Man. But apparently he's doing an appearance at like some kind of museum over there, and the tickets were free, dude. I'm like, even Jess knows who that is. That's like, I think the only mangas he ever read.
True.
Where can people find you, Jess?
Omnidog's Vault on YouTube. And thank you very much, Omar, for having me on. I'm brainstorming for a show with Sean and others, but I've got Dom appearing on my channel, where we will be doing hairstyling with, what is it again? Sea salt spray and
whatever the heck, whatever people want me to do for an hour.
What is happening on your channel?
He got a really cool haircut, and he styles it with some kind of styling powder and sea salt spray. I was like, I'll join you for that. Let's do it. So, and then at the end of the month, you'll see Dom and Webhead on my channel talking about new releases for February.
And Wendy's.
What?
And Wendy's.
And Wendy's. Yeah. Frosties for all.
Except for Sean.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean.
Always the odd man.
You're not allowed on that show.
The Juggernaut is not invited.
No.
Chubby Ray, my brother, where can people find you, man?
Chubby Ray Comics video page on YouTube. That's where you can find me. That's where I'm enjoying myself. I got a double dipping video, a double and triple and quadruple dipping video that's coming out too. I highly recommend.
That's when you know you're a
Who do you have quadruple dipped?
Oh man, I can tell
that's
you.
That's a Return to Superman.
So many. I can show you a Hush, Batman Hush. I have, trade paperback, omnibus, absolute.
And
I have Brian Michael Bendis, New Avengers. I have paperback, the gold complete collection, the omnibus, and now I'm going to get that Marvel collection that we announced today. I talked myself into it. Yeah, I quadruple dip all over the place. I have a sickness.
That's so great.
And by the way, I watched one of Omar's videos of Batman reading order, and I saw Batman Second Chances, and I couldn't help myself. I had to go to. I had to own that book. I had paid over $100 to get Batman Second Chances.
Oh, you're crazy, dude.
I have an illness, man.
You know what?
I should never become friends with Omar. It's gonna kill me.
Chubby Ray, maybe you should buy me a Batman suit so I can wear it for the DC announcement.
I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send you one of my 6X suits.
Yes, let's
go.
Look, dude. I'm like, all my friends know I'm the dude you call when you are asking yourself, should I buy this? And is it worth it, to get into an argument with my wife or my husband because I bought this thing? Because I'm always the guy that's like, yes, you need to buy it.
Yeah.
Like, I am never the guy that's like, no, put that down, dude. You don't need that. Like, all my friends know that. And that's happened. Like, I joke, but that's happened so many times that it's kind of become a trend here in this house where my friends will just call me randomly like, hey, man, I'm at the flea market and like I ran across this Blu-ray set or whatever it is, right? No, I'm always a friend that's like, oh, no, you need to get that now because it won't be there the next time. It won't be there when you come back.
I'm telling
Curtis,
you,
where can people find you, buddy?
Don't forget Van Omnibus 2. Oh, man.
Oh, I got just to buy Van Omnibus too, and the fool sold it before he even opened it.
Oh, yeah. He
You should
laughed
wait,
at me
man.
when
That
I
thing is
bought
worth
it.
some money now. I forgot about that. Oh man, in Justice League by Steve Orlando. I'll never forget those days. What about you, Curtis? Where can people find you, buddy?
Just look up Epic Marvel Podcast on various social media and you'll find me, along with my Facebook group about Epic collections. That's where I hang out most of the time.
Actually, the same, dude. I got that stupid Absolute Death of Superman as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I am the Uncanny Omar. I will be back tomorrow at noon Eastern time to go over the DC solicitations with my buddy Dom. I don't think we have assembled people yet, but anybody that's here today can join us. Jess,
What-
Sean,
What,
Chubby Ray,
what are we?
John,
What
Curtis.
time?
I'll join if possible.
Noon Eastern time. I think is
It's
when.
DC Solicits?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
I'll be here.
You can turn your DC Bullet logo on then. Yeah. That makes more sense. But that is it, everybody. Smash that like button on the way out. We are out of here. Have a wonderful day.